Today I'll be giving you guys a review of Elden Ring. Essentially, I don't buy this game. The name of the game should not be called Elden Ring. The name of the game should be called You Die. Again and again and again. Look at the graphic style. It's a joke. It is literally a joke. And then you look at the graphic style. It's a joke. It is like last gen being sold for new gen. Like, I don't understand, like, but you see, somebody like me, I've never played Elden Ring. I've never played Dark Souls. I didn't even know Elden Ring was a part of the Dark Souls series. And you know what I met with when I talk about flaws with the series? The same thing I met with the TV world, where when you mention a problem with something, fans of that series just damage control. They'll say stupid, petty, chisty, catty, childish shit. Like, oh, you've lost credibility because you spoke your mind. You gave your opinion. You now have no credibility with me. Or it's not for everyone. A game that's not for everyone isn't the game that should be made, in my opinion. So ridiculously hard, you have the thrill of dying a bunch of times. It's really a lackluster game with shitty graphics. The graphics are dog shit. The graphics are dog shit. Shitty graphics. Shitty graphics. Again, I'm new to the franchise. I have no idea what it is. And then, of course, when you go to the community as a new gamer, you would think, right, as a gamer, you'd have people being welcoming. I had maybe 5 people in the whole comment thread. Like, hey, man, you know, let's do those bosses together. I'll help you out. You know, only 5 people. The rest of them were like, oh, you're a clown. You've lost credibility. It's demeaning. It's a challenge. And it has to be for players who think every game is fucking easy. And if you aren't one of those players, then you are a scumbag, you filthy casual. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. Here and, like, be demeaned and talked down to because I don't enjoy a shitfest of a game. But essentially, it all resorts back to the same thing. You do not need an easy mode, or any kind of easier mode, or even a normal difficulty option. You know what? Screw difficulty options altogether. The game is designed to be ultra hard, ultra challenging. That's the purpose of the game. If you give it a difficulty option, all you're doing is destroying the game and there's no point in playing it. You know what that means, guys? That means this is a dumpster fire. Just toss it in the trash. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. And I stand by what I said 100%. If you Google Quantum TV right now, or you look Quantum TV up on YouTube, rather, you'll see a string of attack videos because of my opinion of the review that I issued out. In addition to the fact that when approached by what they call commentary, which is essentially gamers of a certain tier level that like to illegally download people's videos, re-upload them, and smack talk over them to own their review talking points. They don't care how much of the video they're using, they completely ignore the 4 factors of fair use and publicly broadcast it on YouTube.
Somebody else can counterclaim you, and then it becomes a legal issue. If it turns out that you're actually abusing this for your own benefit, just to hide criticism, and you've actually taken down legally fair use content, this bites you on your ass. This is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law. The law, okay? That includes fair use dealings, fair use law. If you were to take this video to a fucking courtroom, the judge would say this is fair use, okay? Even though fair use is a gray area.
Garbage. People like Mischief, who apparently is a young child. Maybe Mischief's mother might want to get in on this.
What? All the negative press you've seen on me is because I reviewed a game once, didn't like it, some 16-year-old kid picked it up.
This is said 16-year-old. 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid from the UK.
Mischief, the 16-year-old kid.
You're not some young 16-year-old kid on the internet. It was a 16-year-old kid. This kid. He's a 16-year-old. There's a 16-year-old kid.
Some
16-year-old kid. Fuck Elden Ring. Fuck their players. I'm not sorry. I don't like Elden Ring players. They're nasty people.
They decided he had violated no community guidelines.
And right now, and you can get all of the same information I did, it's not hard.
I promise you, if you look into the Actman right now, you will find his full legal name. You'll find, just type Actman. You look for Actman's real name. Like, actually try to find people, you will find it. It's not hard.
YouTube and advertisers don't want to be associated with that level of craziness.
You're a liar! You're a liar! And they really love to attack my sexual orientation by discriminating against me, making LGBT GIFs and memes and all kinds of stuff, because this is appropriate behavior. I mean, if the roles were reversed and, you know, they wanted their sexual orientation to be respected and it wasn't, I'm pretty sure they would go screaming, kicking, and falling out all over the floor about it. But here I am, a Christian straight man, and they target that as some sort of nasty or negative thing.
Sam, can you hear me? On your left.
Is that everyone? What, you wanted more?
Avengers!
Assemble. I am inevitable. And I am Actvengers.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
All right. Game of the year winner is Elden Ring.
Mr. Depp was trying to urinate in the foyer, wasn't he?
No.
Mr. Depp had his penis out of his pants, didn't he?
I think I would remember
relevance.
seeing Mr. Depp.
I'll allow. Next question.
And you were trying to get Mr. Depp out of the house, correct?
Correct, I was trying to get Mr. Depp out of the house, yes.
And Mr. Depp was refusing to leave the house, was he not?
In June 2013, how were you feeling about your relationship with Mr. Depp?
May we have the exhibit taken away from...
Sure.
Thank you.
By June, I was so torn. I was so in love with this person. Because when it was good, it was so good. You've never felt love like that. At least that's how it felt. So much. I felt like he recognized me and I recognized him, and there was just something there that was the love of my life. And he was. He was. But he was also this other thing. He was also this other thing. And that other thing was awful. Awful thing that would come out and take over, and it was, you couldn't see the Johnny I loved underneath it. It was this other thing. And no one told him, no one was honest with him, no one, you know, he'd pass out in his own vomit, he'd lose control of his body, his, you know, he'd lose control, and everyone would clean up after him. I cleaned up after him. I mean, this man lost control of his bowels, and I cleaned up after him. His security cleaned up after him, changed his pants in front of me. He would pass out with his own sick. You know, and then he'd walk around saying he didn't have a problem. Until he did. Until he couldn't support it anymore, and he'd get clean and he'd get sober, and then he was this thing again. This thing that made me feel so loved, that made me feel like my soulmate, as cheesy as that sounds. I just felt like he knew me. And I recognized something in him, either some part of my makeup and my background or something, that I just got it. And I loved him and understood him. It just got so scary, the other part of him. And in June, I wanted to leave him. I didn't want to leave him. I wanted to leave him. I wanted him to get better. And he expressed to me so many times when he was in that period of getting clean and sober, he would tell me, "You saved my life. Baby girl, you saved my life." Everyone else was saying that to me, and I believed it. You know, if everyone else was saying it, he was saying it. I thought, just like his other friends who had gotten clean and sober and stayed that way, his older friends, these rock stars that he hung out with that had like gotten clean and sober and they had 20, 30 years, something, you know, I thought, and Johnny told me he would be that person, that he was going to be that person, and I believed it. I had so much, I looked at that man twice my age, you know, I was 25, looking at this man twice my age, and I saw hope and like promise. I had so much hope. You know, the whole thing. Kids and growing old together, sort of hope. If it was just for this one thing that he could do, which would save his life, which would be to get clean and sober. And I believed it. And I wrote this letter to myself, among many letters to myself.
Objection, hearsay.
All she did was refer to that she wrote it. She isn't saying what she said.
I'll rule for that.
Thank you.
Okay. I wrote that letter because I thought it would be read to him. I could read it to him, I could say it to him in intervention, you know, in help, and he would later thank me for, as he did, as he used to thank me all the time for saving his life.
Did there come a time later in June that you finally met Johnny's kids?
Sorry.
Houses, thoroughly searched and interviewed, and left after seeing no damage to face or property. So Amber and her friends spilled a little wine and roughed the place up, got their story straight under the direction of a lawyer and publicist, and then placed a second call to 911, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Ms. Heard proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, Mr. Waldman, while acting as an agent for Mr. Depp, made or published the statement? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was seen by someone other than Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven, by clear and convincing evidence, that the statement by Mr. Waldman was made with actual malice? Answer, yes. 3. As to this statement, appearing in the April 27th, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, "We've reached the beginning of the end of Ms. Heard's abuse hoax against Johnny Depp," end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $2 million. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $0.
Does either side wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
Jamie?
Members of the jury, if this is your verdict, please answer yes. If this is not your verdict, please answer no. Juror number 6. Juror number 10. Juror number 15. Juror number 16. Juror number 22. Juror number 27. Juror number 29.
Yes. I do find that the jury's verdict is unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your service in this case. I want to thank you again for your dedication and your hard work during this trial. And I know I speak for everybody here when I tell you that we appreciate your sacrifices and your time and your public service in this matter, okay? So I'm going to have you go back to the jury deliberation room for one more.
Yeah, if I control
YouTube,
I would want
a platform without unfairness.
I'm going to try my best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously. YouTube, you guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the three options, YouTube. Which one is it? Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay? I never want to be that guy, oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel. This time, I can no longer let it slide. this is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Corey, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision. I said, okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I send him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression, and I'm just gonna leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this. Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that the things and the games that you play, that they're enforcing the rules equally.
Just to get this message across, Twitch has been sexist for years and they have gone unchecked. So many people have tried to come out, but it just gets brushed under the rug. They just ignore everything. So last night on my stream under Dion Premium, hit the link down in the description below, I was streaming. We were having a W stream. We were having fun, watching videos, and my editor, he sends me a list of videos to react to, right? I'm going down the list and I see that he sends me a Twitter link. And I'm like, bro, how am I gonna react to this? This is something on Twitter. But something just told me, click on it. So I click on it and I read the headline. Girl has sexual relations live on stream. I couldn't believe it. You could actually see everything that was happening. So I quote tweeted it and I said, and I'm still banned? A little jab at Twitch, but a joke nonetheless, because I was like, they at least had to give her a month to a permaban. I mean, this is huge. That's basically showing corn, I said corn, to underage kids, right? That's Twitch doing that. So I'm going on with my stream, my chat spamming, yo, she's live on TikTok, she's live on TikTok, she's live on TikTok. So I joined in her TikTok live. Then I asked her the $1 million question. I know why, but like, how long are you banned for?
7 days.
What the? 7 days. She was banned for 7 days. Showing corn to literally children and only a 7-day ban.
To understand how impactful that video getting removed was, it's like that was a month and a half's worth of research and 2 weeks of editing where I was working on it like 8 hours a day. Sometimes I worked 16 hours a day, 20 hours a day on that video, didn't sleep. That video is my magnum opus. It is the best edited, written video I've ever produced. It was also my best performing video of all time, gathering 1.4 million views in like 4 or 5 days. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for me. And so to see that momentum, to see that video, all that effort and time, to see it just abruptly cut short, and not only that, but my entire revenue stream cut short because of that, for reasons that have never been fully explained to me, yeah, that has the potential to cause a mental breakdown. I'm not a threat to the YouTube brand. In truth, I am one of your greatest allies. I just hope that I don't believe in what makes YouTube great more than YouTube does. I feel like YouTube should have realized they made the wrong mistake when Keemstar and Ethan Klein both agreed. For the first time in their lives, those two agreed on something, that this was unwarranted. My channel getting demonetized was seen by everyone as completely unnecessary. I hope what happens to me never happens to anybody else. I don't think people should live in fear or feel paranoid about criticizing YouTube because of what might happen to their career. I don't want other creators to feel like their families might be hit in the crossfire because YouTube won't pursue action against people that harass them. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want YouTube to be a place like that, and I will always stick up for what I think is in YouTube's best interest. And mine as well. Like I said, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of your biggest supporters.
I'm getting millions and millions of dollars worth of advertising per day for free based on my haters making videos trying to explain to the world that for some reason I'm a bad person.
And I get
I get Teslas are a touchy subject for real car enthusiasts, but this, I don't understand. Like, can someone please explain to me the build quality of Teslas? This is a brand new Plaid. And, I mean, look at the frunk. It's open and I'm tapping it and the thing wobbles like it's going to fall off the hinges. It's unbelievable. I understand Teslas are pretty much, you know, computers and they happen to manufacture vehicles, but the bits and pieces don't fit. Nothing's flush. Like, it looks like toddlers put this together during recess. Can someone look at the door trim? Oh my God, the door trim. I can't. Someone.
I am a fighter and not a quitter. I have therefore spoken to His Majesty the King to notify him that I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party.